they have to get. It should be passed by the.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's great.
I
So,
think for you, not convenient.
can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. 7 o'clock is not convenient for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, it tends to be a little cold in the morning. So, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays. Okay. Here
Yes.
it is raining. So it was raining yesterday.
Yeah.
Still.
So, we have an
Okay.
extempore today. Let's start with that and then we'll move on
Yes.
to the topic, which is medicines. So, the first topic is the more we
Yeah.
communicate, the less we really say. So, here you can talk about how less is more. And the second one is the biggest mistake we made as humans is. So basically, you have to finish this sentence. So which one would you speak on?
Mm-hmm. Both are interesting topics for
You
me.
can
Uh, uh,
yeah, speak
uh,
on both
uh.
as well. Yeah.
The first one is what?
The more we
Less we
communicate,
communicate.
yes, the
Huh,
rest we really say. You must have heard that
huh.
phrase, less is more. So you can talk about that here.
Less is more. In communication, uh, less we should speak,
Hmm.
more we listen. Hmm. Listening skills are more important. Better you listen, will react in a proper way.
Hmm.
Give a chance to speak others, and better to listen carefully and
Hmm.
react in very few sentences.
Yeah.
If you start speaking more, it is uh, it is not actually good habit. You
Hmm.
will reveal about your all qualities also, good and
Hmm.
bad. So better to speak less, but it carries a good message that
Yeah.
you are a good listener. I think so. Anything you want to add?
True, it is very true. I think it's also about being able to balance that. So, speaking and listening. So, a lot of the times when you speak a little too much, then you won't be able to pay attention to what the other person has said. So, I think that comes into play. Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
you said give a chance to speak others. Here you could say let others speak. Give a chance
Give
to let
chance to others.
others speak.
Let others speak.
Yes.
Then only we will also enrich ourselves
Hmm.
with good ideas, their ideas,
True.
and sharing comes. Sharing, sharing plays a very good role.
True.
Give and take, like
Give
that.
and take. Yes. Reciprocal. You can use the word reciprocal
Reciprocal.
here. Yes, any good communication is reciprocal, where you are giving as much as you are taking. So,
Uh,
yeah.
if you start speaking more and loudly, it will not create a good
Yeah.
impression about you.
Hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
You want usually person speaks loudly or more whenever he wants to convince, or if the fact is not true, in that case he
Yeah.
wants to emphasize on that particular thing. um,
Right. Right.
uh,
There is another phrase you can use here. Still waters run deep. You must have heard this.
correct, correct, correct,
Yeah.
correct. Still waters.
So if you have a lot of
Right.
knowledge, if you have the wisdom, then you won't be speaking as much. But if you want to be boastful and arrogant about something, that means there is a lack somewhere and you're trying to make up for it by speaking loudly.
Yeah, yeah. We are okay. Correct.
Yeah. And the second one is the biggest mistake we have made as humans is. I would love to know this.
Biggest mistake as a human. First of all, I will share that I want to put it in this way. That is, we are neglecting our nature. We are
Hmm. Yeah.
more pollution. We are generating,
Yeah.
creating things. Because of that, this Mother Earth is getting polluted.
Yeah.
And next mistake. we are not conserving the energies.
Mhm.
Means water resources we are wasting, electricity also we are not using uh, in a conservative way.
Mhm.
uh, these bad habits, and these things uh, are affecting our nature, and
Yeah,
we are
true,
more we are becoming digitally literate, more we are creating all electronic garbage,
true, very
and
true.
which is not decomposable also. And innovations we have done, but it is harming the balance of our nature also.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, okay, we are using compost, this compost, no, things we want to use,
Yeah,
and
vermicompost.
so many things we are becoming, and which type of we are thinking of increasing forests,
Mhm.
harvesting, and many things we are thinking, but
Yeah.
it is a drop in a ocean, like that.
Mhm.
We have
True.
in so many years we have created lot of nonsense things.
Mhm.
Now we are becoming aware, but
Right,
it
right.
will take a long time. But and only 10% of are aware of this,
Mhm.
but not all. It,
Yeah,
it
not
is
all
our
of them. Yeah.
all of them. It is our duty to make aware, and we should follow first to start with. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah. We
This
should
is
be
a
the ones to follow
we
it
should
first.
one,
Yeah.
we should be the one to follow it first and implement it.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
And set an
these are
example
the
for others. Yeah.
these are the things what I feel as a human, we have done.
True, very true. Yeah.
Uh,
I think you
any
rightly
other
mentioned
thing?
about electronic waste. I do agree with
Uh,
that because I can see
mm,
people invest so much in technologies, but they don't realize the environmental cost of buying. So, suppose a thing
mm.
is for 5,000 or 10,000 rupees, but it's not just about that cost, but the cost that the environment has to bear when you buy that thing and when you dispose of the ones that you already own.
Dispose of.
Yeah,
We don't know how to dispose of those things.
yeah, right.
I one someone called like this thing, saw the advertisement, collect your all electronic wastage.
E-waste,
We are
yes.
here we are here to collect and take a proper care of that, like that.
And
Somewhere I
some
have.
people have yeah, they have lack of awareness as well. So I was talking to someone and they said that, so basically our college used to have this box, e-waste box, so people used to come and put their old laptops and phones and all those
Correct,
kind of
correct.
things. But
Very
some
good
people
idea.
said that, yeah, some people said that it's not something that is very useful for us and it can be dangerous. I said, why? Okay, why do you think so? So they said that it has our IP address, people can take use of that. But I said that device is not functional anymore, so it's not
What's the
gonna,
use? Huh?
yeah, it's
Huh.
not gonna work. So I think there is a lot of lack of awareness in this direction, which doesn't let people do something positive in this direction. So I think this is also something government should try and do. And I think consumerism is also increasing quite a lot. So because of that, people are buying new things every year, and you can see it during Diwali as well. That okay, buy a new phone. It's all like you'll
Yes,
keep on getting new things. Yeah, yeah. So
it has
those
become
things are very true.
uh, yes. Is it
Yes,
needed? First, we should give think ourselves or put question to ourselves. Is it needed? Is it very much essential? Then we can go for that. If it is
true.
working and it's okay, it is not mm, disturbing me, or it is not fulfilling my requirements, then only we should go for new things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
I think a lot of the times we get upgrades on the phone. So nowadays it's not even about, yeah. I think the only times you need to replace it is if the hardware is not working. So if the camera is not
Okay.
working or the speaker is not working. So those kind of things need replacement, but not the software. You can get the software updated nowadays. Yeah.
Updated every fortnightly, almost every fortnight it
Yeah.
gets updated.
Right. So here you said one thing, you said water resources are wasting. Here you could say are being wasted. That means they're being wasted by other people. If you say
Water.
water resources are wasting, that means they're wasting on their own. So
Uh-huh.
the
Are
yes,
being
we are
wasted.
not exactly. We are putting it on the culprit here. Are being wasted by someone. So who is that someone? So
Yes,
now the attention has been
right,
diverted to that thing. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah. So our topic for today is medicines. What do you think about modern day medicines?
Modern day medicines. But the generic medicines are working nowadays.
Yes.
Uh, Medicines, it is a very good innovation. But
Hmm.
what I feel in case of allopathy, there are not many side effects.
True.
And people are becoming aware of that. They are getting
True.
aware. Uh, that's why other Ayurvedic and what one section
Homeopathy
that
as well. Homeopathy as well.
homeopathy
Yeah.
also, homeopathy, allopathy, and Ayushman Bharat. They have
Hmm.
started. It
Yeah.
is totally, I think, Ayurvedic section.
Yeah.
The people are becoming aware and using also. They
Hmm.
know now. They are. I have seen so many Ayurvedic practitioners nowadays. Their practice is roaring.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Correct. And it effect the curing effect is slow, but
Hmm.
long time it gets cured.
Right.
And with
Right.
less side effects, we can say,
Hmm.
with less
True.
side effects. And homeopathy is also one more division of medicine, and
Hmm.
all seats are getting full filled nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I think it's also about lifestyle changes. So a lot of the times Ayurveda tends to advocate for those things, like you can't eat this particular thing, you have to wake up at a certain hour, do this. So it's more based on the lifestyle changes which you have to do apart from the medicines. And
Yes.
whereas in allopathy, I don't see a lot of doctors advocating for those kind of things and saying that, okay, you have to do this or that. But I think lasting change in your life can only stay with making lifestyle changes when you are trying to actively work on your thing and you're conscious that, okay, these are the things that are going to heal me. Yeah.
Yes, they nowadays yoga awareness, exercises. Doctors say, but the now all awareness has become more in all
Ha-
the
yeah. Has spread. Awareness has spread about this. Yeah.
aspect. So almost I have seen of at least our generation and the younger generation, middle
Yeah.
generation can't tell, but the younger generation is aware and they are regularly going to gym and health diets also
Mhm.
they follow. They take health drink. I have seen they carry now while walking and this
Yeah.
thing. Seen. And our stage means at our stage, it is a must. Otherwise, we will not move properly, or it will create lot many problems,
True.
health issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least 1 hour we have to spare ours for ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And it's
Not-
something that creates a ripple effect as well, right? So over time you'll realize that it's going to have a lot of changes and consequences for your own life, and you'll see yourself improve. And I think I've seen a lot of people who don't need medicines anymore after making these lifestyle changes.
Yes,
So
it
yeah.
naturally reduces the intake of your medicines because you become fit and fine. No need to take medicines. At
Mhm.
least diabetic or BP type, you have to continue. But with
Yeah.
yoga, you can overcome BP issues also. It will maintain, at least it will not grow, like
Escalate. Yeah.
escalate. Correct, not
Yes. It won't escalate further. Yes, you can say
further.
that it would remain the same. At least it won't escalate further. So you
Escalate
can,
further.
yeah, curb it. You can keep
Balanced
it
way.
under
We
check.
can move at least balanced way, in a balanced way.
True.
Correct.
True. So you must have heard this that the modern pharma, like you mentioned about the side effects. So the modern day pharmaceutical companies, they tend to create a lot more problems than they solve. Some people are of the belief. So what do you think about it?
They create, I know, and to introduce particular medicine or to promote particular medicine,
Hmm.
I have heard that they have changed the standard values also.
Hmm.
Means for cholesterol, for example, cholesterol level.
Yeah.
If it is 180, it is okay. But
Hmm.
they started telling, asked the doctors to tell, and doctors started prescribing it is above around 150. You start
Hmm.
taking medicine.
Exactly.
For cholesterol level also, and for sugar also. Ayurveda says around 150, 160, 180, it is also good, okay. But nowadays they start medicine immediately. So that is
Right.
also not to take medicine, intake of medicine.
Right.
That is for to promote their particular medicine. The
Exactly.
standards they have changed in the in 10 15 years back it was started for
Yeah.
cholesterol.
Yeah.
Nowadays, telling doctors it is okay if it is 160, 180, it is okay. For our standard of food intake, it is okay. Doctors are telling.
Right. Yeah. I think the good doctors uh, who are working ethically, they tend to take their time and they won't be very quick at prescribing you medicines. I've seen this quite a lot with, especially the young people. They'll be like, okay, you're very young. I don't want to prescribe you medicines. Let's see, try to make these changes. Let's see if it works that way. And yeah, most of the times it does work. So I think we don't need to rush to medicines so quickly,
Yes,
especially for
yes.
things which are curable otherwise. So if it's deadly, if it's life saving, I think at that moment,
Huh.
medicines are very
They will
important.
work.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
will work. I am usually consulting with one orthopedic. Actually, he was a surgeon. Now, because of his, he is only consulting. He's
Hmm.
around 70 plus, but he is very good. He says, he explains what has happened to your particular part,
Yeah.
and how we can overcome that. For that, he recommends some fruits, some
Hmm.
exercises,
Very
like
good.
that. Also good now. If you
Yes.
go and meet him, or if you consult him, you feel 50% of your pain has gone, like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he explains, he immediately opens the books and what has
Wow.
happened, which nerve has created this problem, like that he
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
Very interesting. For
Yeah.
every patient, it takes around 20 25 minutes.
That's very good. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Yes, yes.
So he must be creating like little doctors of his own that, okay, today I've taught you this thing and you should go and spread awareness further.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
That's very
yes.
sweet. Yeah, I think this is how people should go about it. But yes, I understand the money constraint is there. You have to earn, you have to. Sometimes there are hospitals who are being run by the funding that the pharma companies give them. So they have to comply, they have to abide by the, yeah, rules and regulations which come in. And yeah, I think most of the times it's about that. It's about being able to navigate those things. Like you also have the pharma companies, and there's another confusion here because I think the things which are very complicated is about the studies. So the studies which these pharma companies conduct, the researches, all are funded by them. So whatever findings we are gonna get, it's going to be based on that. So I'll give you an example of this. I think it was like a decade or so back when Kellogg's was first introduced. And
Uh,
during that time, people did not have awareness about breakfast and why it's the important meal that we need to take every day. So Kellogg started to fund this study, and they came up with this finding that okay, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and then they started to use it in their own advertisements. So whenever they used to talk about
Yeah.
Kellogg's, people used to think
Uh,
of okay, that it's the most important meal of the day. So it became like interchangeable. So whenever you thought of Kellogg's, you thought of the quote, and whenever you thought of the quote, you'll think of that. So that means that they started to sell their cereal a lot more, which had all sorts of sugars as well. But
uh,
it worked for them. So I think the same is happening nowadays with pharma companies, that they're creating the problems and then they are saying that, okay, this is how you can do it. And nowadays for children also, they have quite a lot of things. Yeah. So what's your take on
yes,
this? That all the studies are being funded by the pharma companies, the researchers.
yes. It is actually good thing
Hmm.
to encourage the studies or promote the studies, but how to recommend or how to put it in towards the society, it is important.
Hmm.
uh, Too much selfishness, I can say. It should not harm the society in a long term. If
Right.
it affects the health of the society, it's
Hmm.
not good. But I think government is keeping an eye on them, and there are so many rules and regulations they have to
Right.
pass. That is what FPA have something, some license, some
Hmm.
one agency is there, through them only they have to get. It should be passed by the
Right.
particular agency. There are government is also keeping eye on it, and so many rules are being laid on them. If they, it is not very easy to cheat people.
True. True. Yeah.
Uh, this,
Yeah, I think for
when
pharma companies, they have to go through multiple checks, and IMA is there. And they're going to
uh,
ensure that, yeah,
yes, yes.
whether the medicines are effective or not. True. That's very true. But there is another thing I was reading, that a lot of the times the subject of these studies tends to be uh, an average male. So most of the times the studies are not conducted on women, and we don't have enough women participants who are
Yeah.
over there in the research. So I think this poses a question on the efficacy for women in particular. So what do you think about this thing, that there is a gender disparity in the research as well?
It is really harmful to us. There
Yes.
should not be no gender. Uh, do you really find such thing?
Yeah, I was reading about this, so I'm not sure
Uh,
how accurate that is, but it was surely very fascinating that these
uh,
companies do tend to rely on those studies quite often, and we find very few studies which are related to that. So basically, there are a few medicines where they didn't test their effect on the menstrual cycle of women, let's say. So
okay,
those
okay.
kind of things.
Uh,
Yeah, because
but
this is something that only happens for women. Yeah.
Acha. When we watch advertisement, I find all advertisements are focused on female this thing only. Na?
Mhm.
That's what I feel. But it is really surprising if they are not focusing on that. Means it will harm us. Na?
True.
There
Yeah.
should be that also test they should conduct
Mhm.
gender based. Otherwise, it is not good.
Yeah.
Directly, they are bringing the things into the in market.
Yeah, yeah. I think on the flip side, what you said is also correct, because I was, yeah, this is also something I read about. I think it was in some advertisement related books. So, uh, so basically, they talked about how women have a lot of purchasing power nowadays. So, like you mentioned, that they are catered to women. See, all the advertisements are catered to women because they know that
Cater to
women are the
women.
ones who are going to influence the decision making, even though they are
Ah,
homemakers. Even then, they
ah,
are going to be the ones to decide which thing we are going to buy. So they're
right.
catered to them. Yeah,
Correct.
I think that is a good thing because women are getting to influence the market. Yeah.
Market. Major role in that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Another very fascinating thing this made me think of, it's slightly on a different tangent. It's not related to medicine, but have you heard of pink tax? There is a term, pink tax.
No, sorry, I don't
So
know.
basically, yeah, you must be aware that whenever we buy some product, there is always some female version available, like a variant for women. So this is for
Oh,
men, this is for women, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like veg and non-veg signs, huh? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you,
Marking.
yeah, let's say you buy a bicycle for a 5 or 6 year old, and similarly there would be a like a blue, and then there would be a very similar one, but different in color, so pink one
Yes.
generally. Yeah, purple, pink, these kind of shades would be available for the girls. And if you look at the pricing, then it would be a lot higher. So people tend to say that it's the pink tax. So you pay a lot of taxes for being a woman. So if you see the
Oh.
variant, yeah, same is the case for the beauty products as well. If you see the normal variant, which is for everyone, and then you compare it to the female only variant, then it's going to cost a lot more. And
Yes, yes.
some sociologists term this as pink tax, that this
Pink
is
tax.
something that you, yeah, even though the
Okay,
income
okay.
disparity is there, you're not getting paid as like a man would if you were
Mm.
working at the same job. And
Yes.
on the other hand, you also have to pay pink tax. So uh,
Okay,
your,
okay.
yeah, your disposable income, your in-hand income is reducing day by day.
Mm-hmm. It is, I think, more in foreign countries
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
the girls never buy blue color things. There I have seen everything pink or this particular colors.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, I
yes,
think in
correct.
India we do have this culture of reusing. So if you have a sibling or someone, so you're going to reuse. You're not going to throw it away. Yeah, but
Yes,
over there, people want to just have their own thing. They're very individual in nature. That this is not something that speaks to me, so I need to have something which, yeah, I like.
different. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. True.
We never used new books. Na? Usually take it from
Sure.
second-hand
Yes.
books.
Yeah.
There was not there was no inferiority complex, or we
Yes.
never used to feel bad. It was regular practice that we used to purchase second hand and read, and many times in
Yeah.
even in at home also, if the
Hmm.
size is not fitting to me, I have to give it to
Yes.
my
Yeah.
sister, like
Yeah.
that. Sweat,
All the time.
especially sweaters and such things which will last for a long time, then
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
used to wear them, use them.
Yeah, they used to be very strong as well. Nowadays, the material that we get is not very strong. So the ones which were hand knit, yeah,
Yeah,
they
correct,
used to
correct.
be they
That
used
is
to be
also
very strong. Yeah.
correct. Uh,
So
in the
multiple
vocabulary,
generations can wear. Yeah, please.
yeah, in the vocabulary, they have mentioned so many this thing, oncologist, like that. Their dentist will also come in.
Yes, sure. You can mention that. But I think it's a lot more common. People know about it. That's why they didn't include.
They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so
Yes.
many terms they have mentioned. It
Right.
is, but I have gone through. And
That's very good.
in yesterday's session, I was not knowing to pop up that
Hmm.
that
The
that was
question.
really
Yeah.
pop-up question. It was a really good idiom.
Hmm. Yeah. Nowadays,
Uh,
people tend to use it all the time. Did you pop the
okay.
question? That means did you ask the person? Yeah.
First propose that
Yeah.
vocabulary good always.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
anything. You
Yeah, I
want
think
to
it's
add?
almost time. Yeah. I think it's almost
Uh,
time. We would be cut off here. Wonderful session as always.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I also enjoyed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you
Uh,
so much. Have a good day.